What courses through man with a shadow for a face is a terrible enigma that is no longer his to keep. That's the first line of a poem by A.G. Fletcher. It's called Mr. Moon's Cadenza for the Red Crow. I'm going to be sharing that with you today. What courses through a man with a shadow for a face is a terrible enigma that is no longer his to keep. Now he wishes, he screams, he grips onto its every fiber, and the last hummingbird on earth tears it away from him. His olive oil slicked hands could not rip the hummingbird's beak off, and so Mr. Sorrow must bid him adieu. A gesture that rumbles the earth as the Himalayan salt volcano erupts, the heavy and rapid rush of salt frosts the river of molasses, and manic screams attracting a freckle-faced man within the fervent forest, whom was uncertain of why I was there. A gnarly grackle chirps hoarsely, hack! The man grunts with vinegar curling his tongue. The person is beige, peach high, cracked lips, fiddle farting with a stick so frail it had the same purpose as him. None. The nest of hornets buzz and screech. The screech mirrors his mystery. He never heard a screech sound like organized chaos. Funneling through dripping trees and sticky putrid bodies on the ground, he pants and chokes on his earthy saliva, breaking small twigs and crushing critters. As he runs misguided and half blind, but serenity will never keep his freckles from shaking. He knows every step brings unpredictable change. His feet prune in his weathered and torn shoes, made of swill, wormwood, and rock-hard clay. Tongue has grown porous black taste buds. Heat brimming from the midnight black river cooks what is left of his shoes and tugs at his slipping freckles on his boiling and crackling porcelain skin, leaving his heart to sizzle as it juts out of his chest. A phantom sweeps his legs, sending his shoes into the lake. As he stands, his heart sinks back down, scarred and frightened of the sound of feet going from prune to ghost chili pepper. Long black nails poke his chest. As a cold yet scalding hot fist lifts him up and grabs the hand and kicks furiously and shouts, "Let go of me!" And he hawked and hacked as his body wasted away from the flesh-eating river. The faceless, hollow devil dragged him viciously across. The devil drops him on the shadow-faced man, whom cries horseradish sour tears from the weight of the freckle-faced man. He pictured a lilac-breasted roller, bled dry of color, knifing him hotly. The man shivers on all fours, breathing sharply and blueberry-faced. As he stands, his body walnut cracks. He's tasting his fatigue and depression on his tongue. Leaving the boiling black river was easy, but enduring never-ending, colorless, fruitless flatlands makes dry white beans seem rich and playful. And he sighs, thinking of his mother's cooking. Thought embraced old wounds. That created a chain of hiccuping pain, sometimes multiplying in eardrum blisters. Other times it cuts a new line, collapsing him to the ground. His feet welcome warm gray sand, contrasted by a light and low breeze. And with every step, he wheezes less. The ground beneath his feet tremors and his heart murmurs and squeezes. The sky becomes a blank sheet of concrete, and he kneels down to the ground. What was once flat is now in steep decline, tumbling him into a barrel roll. Till he finds himself flat on his back, not tired or broken, but held down by his morose anchor. A diamond root wraps around his knees, squeezing until his legs break, snapping louder than exploding logs. He hollers more painfully than a dying wolf. An old chirp belts over and over again. He rolls over when he is no longer bounded, crawling up a steep hill with red tears, reciting the last words from his mother. Cry for love, born from the earth. Cry for fear of losing these precious to you. Or cry for nothing at all. Cry before your lips love soured and spoiled apples. He repeated this less and less, for the chirp became a caw. A charcoal thick barked oak tree pulled the shadow off his face. A pink and weathered blue-eyed man could now be seen as he took off his hood. The oil in his coarse and curly brown hair exhaled. He flipped onto his back, pleased by the turquoise grass beneath the tree. The grass's smell of lavender and mango numbed him from each internal stab. His lungs endured the stinging perfume fiercely. But he'd rather know pain than not know it at all. A red crow flew in the deepest part of the tree, gently digging its claws into his wrinkly and frail skin. He hopped from the man's belly button to his chest. Both looked at the tree, reading the last word the man would ever read. Sleep.